All right, yesterday when Block Boy JB was here, we had a little bit of this conversation. We just want to get a little bit deeper into this conversation about biting flows, right? Yeah. So Trippie Redd got on Instagram and said, Valee, not Valee, because Trippie also said his name wrong, I guess, that a couple people, so Nicki and 6ix9ine on Fifi sound like his feature verse on 216s, that Tyler on Okra also sounds like that, and Smoke Purpp's flow on Nephew sounds like him on Womp Womp. So I know you listened to all of these tracks. He responded and said he doesn't care, that no one is doing it as good as him. Do you feel like people are copying his flows, and does it even matter? He
100% cares. And by the way, this is I want to let everybody know, this is a Def Jam pushed initiative right here. I've never seen more. This is letting everybody know our artist that we believe is talented, the popular niggas are jacking the sound. I don't know if they really...
But Trippie said it. It's not like, you think Def Jam paid him to...
No, Trippie does not like 6ix9ine.
Confirmation on no shit like that.
Yeah, Trippie will say anything about 6ix9ine. And I don't even know why they threw Nicki into it. Nicki's a fucking featured artist on the song. She hears the song, I'm gonna rap kind of with the flow that's already there. I'm not trying to steal nobody's shit. Don't throw Nicki into this. When there's some shit to throw in, throw in. Now, what the flows he got and the flows I hear on these other songs, yeah, somebody did some biting. But just like, because we spoke about this with the This Is America thing, sometimes we don't know, like, we be looking at the most simplest thing. Well, this song we saw come online first, and this one came on afterwards, which means, yeah, okay, the fucking egg before the chicken. But you never know, like, sometimes these songs move around the industry, people hear shit. We don't know if he bit their shit or they bit his shit, realistically. Ooh. Truth be told.
Twist.
But if they did bite his shit, all I could say is that you made it out. I can't even do this. You made a hot line. They made a hot song type of shit. Nigga, they made a hit song out of your flow. You got to make some hit songs.
Ugh, stop it. Listen.
Talk to us, Wayno.
Years ago, this would be considered, like, you would get banned for taking somebody's shit or whatever. Don't nobody give a fuck. When you got people who take full-on reference tracks.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a second. Flows. If you took somebody's flow.
How long ago?
This is long ago when
like
rappers
20 years
rapped.
ago?
Like 10 years ago, maybe.
10?
Maybe 10, maybe like 13, like 13, because I'm thinking about 2002-ish, 2005, okay. No, 2004-ish, right? If you took people's flows, then it was a big thing, like it was a big issue. When you have people now in today's hip hop taking whole full-on reference tracks and rapping them over, nobody gives a fuck. This is not no big marketing ploy.
So at this point, you just say nothing. If they ask you someone,
it don't even matter.
Just say, like, I don't matter.
Hey. It gets you more complicated too.
How? Does it?
Yeah, because this flow thing, everybody, listen, when everybody, I don't know if y'all get the mentions, y'all probably do, just like me. When Travis Scott drops an album, there's 55,000 people. Yo, Travis stole my shit.
Yeah.
Relax. He rhymed a little bit like you on like one song that your song's not how his is, right? What happens is that people be thinking they really invent flows. Like, all these shits are dated. You get me? A lot of times,
dated. You can't say that. All these flows.
I haven't heard zero new flows.
You heard zero new flows?
All people do.
Really?
My nigga, on some real shit.
Are you kidding me?
People take an old flow and you reframe it around new beat. Like people, the shit we call the Migos flow, that's not no Migos flow.
All right, who has the most original flow you've heard recently?
Recently? Yeah. I say newer flows, I say Gunna. Gunna got a lot of flows that's his flow.
Stop it. All those are fucking derived from Thug.
No, that's because he's around Thug and he's in the studio with him, so he comes up with his own shit. He don't sound like Young Thug.
So that's his variation of it. That's
so how you gonna say nobody comes up with new flows? That's bullshit. You can't say that.
That's his. Listen, most of Thug flows shit came from Wayne. Yo, my only thing is this: when
you don't rap like Wayne.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. When you start accusing people of like stealing your flows, I hate when
it's hard to trace the origin.
I hate when people act like they own a flow.
Right.
I hate when people act like they own a flow, because in reality, someone else did it before you, and we wouldn't say you stole it from them.
That's just life, though. Like, let's just be for real. That's just life. Like, trust everybody who has ideas. Like, I could say I have 5 ideas, and there's other people that have those same ideas. Now, the thing is, you can't say that it's not complicated. You know what it is? The internet gives it light. everybody has a fucking voice now.
Yeah.
All a person got to do, you post shit on your, I just seen somebody on your page yesterday talking about Little Skies took his shit or some shit like, but if somebody gives it, exactly, you give it light. If you give this shit light, then you giving that person the voice to say the shit, because people are gonna say it. But if nobody gives them the platform to talk about the shit, then it doesn't exist.
The thing is that even if they talk about it, it doesn't really change anything. It's like we have the conversation and it dies, right? So I read this like in college, I believe it was this theory book. Was it called Death of an Author? Sort of the idea that once you put out a body of work, it's no longer yours. It doesn't matter that you created it. It's now public consumption. People can chop it, remix, steal bits, use bits. You know what I mean? This is sort of a similar situation at this point.
In film,
let's go to a journalist shit. Read.
No, in film, like one of my friends that went to school for film, he told me in film it's only like 25 stories, right? That's why you see Marvel and DC making all these fucking superhero movies, because everybody's been selling us the same exact movie for years and eons. That's why they coming up with all the comic book shit now. That's why that's the biggest thing, because they keep using the same fucking love stories, the same somebody stole my family, I'm gonna go get him back, the same shit over and over. All I'm saying is that now in today's hip hop, the shit, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter because you have reference tracks where people give somebody a whole fucking verse.
This is what I'll say, because I'll bring the Migos up again. They were a little salty.
So who's they flow? Like who gave them they flow then?
You act like the Migos flow like Bones Thugs and Harmony. Like,
no. They did not rap. The Migos do not rap like Bones Thugs and Harmony, my nigga. Bruh, don't do that.
That little. Are you telling me that you can't see the similarity? I'm not saying that
influence. Wait a second. Influence and somebody's flow. Taking somebody's flow is two different things. Like influence. That's LeBron James. Where's Michael Jordan's number? He does not play like Michael Jordan.
Never on the same. Okay, they're from.
They never was on the same what?
But I'm saying that if we're comparing the Migos and the other flow, like they weren't on the same beats. It's different. On these little trap beats that everybody's rapping over, it's hard to not sound like the Migos, because the Migos really brought it to that type of context. Now, let me finish my Migos point, right? When the Migos were complaining about that, first of all, I knew the Migos were so influential and they were gonna change culture, you know what I mean, pun intended, that they were gonna continue to make hit songs. And that's the thing I always look at with anybody who claims someone stole my shit. Now you got my attention. Where's your hit?
Okay.
Now you got my attention. Where your hit at? Okay. They took your shit and made a hit. You got my attention. I'm gonna give you good 3 to 6 months. Give me the hit. And if you can't give me the hit, yeah, you had a hot line, and nigga made a hot song.
So then you just contributed a piece of art that someone just built onto.
I mean,
or take that nigga to court.
But see, sometimes that pressure, like, that could deteriorate their creativity. Like, that could make your creativity come down, where people's like, well, if they took your shit, why can't you do this? Because if you making, all right, if you have it's not a line. Now, taking somebody's line, that whole, you made a hot line, I made it a hot song, all that was Jay-Z sampling Nas's voice and putting it in the beat. That's not a flow. Okay. That's not a flow. A line.
But you was saying that, listen, your shit, this is exactly what you're saying. Yo, what? Your shit wasn't hot until I took it.
But are we saying in this case?
In this case, you can't say a hot line for a hot song. Like, you can't say that.
The flow wasn't that hot until I took the shit.
Do you think that applies in this case?
Yes. Which listen, I had to go back and look up these songs. These songs, while they sound cool, I don't think they're hits.
Womp Womp. The one we listened to just.
The Womp Womp kind of sounds good.
That sounds like some shit you would fuck with.
I like the Womp Womp. But they're not hits. They're not hits.
But a hit is not all dependent upon just the song.
Okay.
No, listen.
And that's why
wait a second.
That's why I'm mad at Jay-Z too, because it was the fact that it was Jay and how he used it. That's why.
But you can't compare those. The hit is not determined solely by the song. Let's be for real. 6ix9ine case in point, right? 6ix9ine case in point. It's not just that he took somebody's flow, or he might have took somebody's flow. He has all these different things that draw attention to him.
Murder on the beats, so it's not nice.
Murder on the beats. Okay, it's a lot of different things that make the song. So you can't just say, all right, he took the flow, or he might have took the flow and just made it into a hit. Where's your hit? It don't work like that. Like, you can't.
Man,
it don't work like that.
Hits, man. That's my thing. Valee, I'm listening to you. I'm gonna watch your music. I'm gonna listen to your music. I'm gonna watch what you got going on for the next is it Valee? They say we butchered the name.
Man, I'm sorry if we're saying it wrong. Just correct us. I was
like
trying
to like valet parking.
Yeah, that's the fault of the internet. Like, we see your name on paper so much, like We just like pronounce
Shit
it.
happens to me all
However,
the time, don't worry.
I'm gonna really like check for him, because if he's that influential, right, where his flows are getting stolen left and right, and he could say all he want. I like that he's being political. Def Jam's PR team got him trained right. Don't diss these guys. Just act like you're unbothered. Yeah. We'll get the story.
Oh, you don't remember when everybody stole Wiz Khalifa flow? Or when them flows off, all them flows off of Cabin Fever, when everybody and their mom was rapping like Wiz Khalifa?
Did he say anything about it?
He never said nothing about it. I never seen him say nothing about it, but mad niggas stole Wiz Khalifa shit. Mad people. When it was like that when that like a lot of people stole that flow from him. You ain't listen to Cabin Fever?
No, I don't remember who stole the flows.
A lot of people stole the flows.
Call some names. We ain't no calling niggas out.
I don't have to call. It's gonna take too much for me to think of everybody's name who took that flow, but a lot of people took the flow.
So what's our consensus? Yeah, I feel like you guys agreed at the end. It doesn't matter if someone steals your flow, especially if they do a better job than you, or.
That's what he said.
My consensus is that, you know what? If this made me listen to your music, I would have never listened to your music without this claim. Honestly.
Damn.
I'm being honest. I would have never, at this point, I would have never listened to your music until you got like a song that would have caught my attention. But this controversy caught my attention. We can't be honest. I listened to your songs. I heard those flows. And if I'm thinking that you're right, I said, damn, you might be a real creative nigga. Now, it's going to make me want to check out your shit more. Right? Also, fans are going to check out your shit more. You have the attention. Unfortunately, you can't rewrite history. We're not going to look at songs by Smoke Purpp, like what's it? Oh, I forget the name of the song. What's the name of the song?
The Smoke Purpp song?
Yeah.
I have it written somewhere.
What the hell?
Oh, Nephew.
oh, Nephew or Fifi, and give you credit for it, even though your flow, if they did take it, inspired the whole song. We can't give you credit for that, right? We're gonna bump those songs just like a motherfucker. But now this is a time for you to actually come with your body of work to make us buy into you. Because you ain't gonna gain nothing from, and I'm glad that he's not being salty about it, because people would just tell him to shut up. Like, that's how fans are. Like, fans rock with the hot shit. They don't care about the truth.
My assessment of this whole shit is that rap is just dirty, and it don't even matter no more if somebody steal your shit, because before, like, that used to be a big thing. Jacking somebody's flow or some shit. It don't even matter. Rap is just dirty now. Okay. Niggas just take your shit.
Wayno lost faith in all the rap when he heard those reference tracks. He's like, whatever, man. Y'all just do what y'all do, man.
Nah, it's not even just a reference track. I'm just saying, like, this shit is dirty now. Like,
you from Harlem, man. Yo, you real hip hop, bro. You can't be allowing niggas to steal flows, dog.
Stop with all of this and all that. Like, stop with all of that.